Great. And for our next talk, I'm actually very happy to present you our very own Anastasia Lit, who's the Vice President of Investor Relations and Business Development at Deep Knowledge Group here. And her topic is opportunities and specs for the biotech industry. Hello, Anastasia.
Hello again, and thank you for the introduction. Hopefully that you will also join my presentation as well. And also I would like to say thank you to Joy Fan and Gregory Rowe and Dmitry Kaminsky for highlighting the opportunities for the biotech and healthcare sector, which is about to grow tremendously and just to boom. Yeah. So my name is Anastasia Lit, and I represent Deep Knowledge Group. We are a consortium of investment fund and analytical subsidiaries, as well as we have our philanthropy value. So we can see that we are leading in analytics for deep tech industries, as well as we represent the world's largest knowledge and collaboration IT platform for longevity in deep tech. Also, DKG provides a social impact in government relations, and we are famous for deep knowledge smart investments products. Our team is quite distributed, and you can find every team member like in every continent in case you would like to talk with us about the further opportunities of the investor relations and business development in terms of longevity. Our company is based on three pillars. The one is financial activities, like we have Deep Knowledge Ventures, Longevity Capital, Longevity Financial Advisors, AI Pharma Fund, Longevity Card, to show what we do in terms of investments and financial activities. Also, we have our nonprofit pillar, as we are just about to develop it right now in terms of our longevity agenda in philanthropy projects. Also, we have a great in-house team of analytics. We have great analytical subsidiaries, and one of them is the Pharma Intelligence, who is actually hosting this conference and is represented by all the speakers. One of the recent open access reports made jointly by the Pharma Intelligence and Investec Solutions team is SPACs in Healthcare Industry Overview for Q3 2021. Here I can say some great outcomes of this report that you can already find on our website and just read as it's open access. So we can say that SPACs are gaining ever increasing popularity right now. SPACs will begin to compete with each other for the promising startups to acquire, as there are less good startups considering the number of SPACs that are looking for the targets right now. We can see the increased importance of PIPE financing for SPAC deals. And of course, it's more and more important and interesting venue for the healthcare and biotech companies. And at the same time, SPAC requires have industry knowledge rather more than solely investments in deal-making expertise. So let's talk more about SPACs at first glance. Here you can see the SPACs market overview in terms of distribution by the companies and sectors. We can see that one of the most important and big sectors are tech, health tech, and fintech sectors that takes more than 10% in CAGR for each year. And we can see that healthcare SPACs still are less in terms of their budget considering to the tech companies. Here you can see the SPACs regional distribution. We can still say that the United States is still leading in terms of SPACs listing, but we can see there is a big activity in Europe, especially in Frankfurt and in Amsterdam. And still we can see that there will be one more policy for the SPACs to be listed in Hong Kong, as Joy Fan was talking about the end of consulting period for Hong Kong Stock Exchange, as well as for the Singapore Exchange. Here is the SPAC IPO transaction with summary by year. The popularity of SPACs has grown rapidly over the last 2 years. For example, in last year, we had 248 SPACs that raised about $80 billion. And even now, for November, we can see more than 500 SPACs already had some IPOs, and they already raised more than 150 billion. So even more than 2 times considering to the previous years. Also, you can see the growing popularity, and we could see the big, huge involvement in SPACs in February. Also, we can see that the average SPAC IPO size also has risen, considering it was $36 million in 2009, while right now it's about 300 millions in Q3 2021. But we can see still that there is a lack of capitalization in healthcare SPACs. So for them, it could be even more challenging for these days. So what are the drivers for SPACs IPOs? First of all, it's increased liquidity on the markets right now due to the monetary policy of governments. We can see high industry costs. The effects of COVID-19, as there are more and more health tech companies, biotech companies that are willing to go public, to raise capital fast and to take their market share right now. Also, there is option for secure and figure earnings for companies, accumulated unspent private capital, and expanded number of potential companies. So here you can see the advantages for IPO venue and SPAC venue. If you choose to go for IPO, of course, there are financial benefits where you can raise a lot of money in a fast manner for your company. Of course, you can hire high quality personnel, especially in senior management. It's increased visibility for the company in terms of media publicity and knowledge for the public about your company. And of course, you can improve your reputation. But at the same time, if you choose a SPAC for your company to go public via merging with SPAC, it offers you the simplicity of the process comparing to the IPO when you can merge with SPAC in just 3-6 months on average. Also, the operational expertise. Usually, the SPAC sponsor are often experienced financial and industrial professionals that can help you to hire the good top management. They can enter advisory board and so on. And of course, for the SPACs, it's just the fast track venue if you would like to go public, to raise capital very fast, and to have the IPO exit if you are an investor. So let's talk more about healthcare-focused SPACs. Here we can see the total market capitalization of healthcare SPACs during this year grow tremendously. It has a positive trend with more than 200% growth in just 8 months, and the year is just not finished. So we can see that the average increase for the market capitalization was more than 40% per month. Also, we can see the certain jump in April, and also we suppose that we will see some big jump in the end of the year. It is important to know that most of SPACs are listed on the United States, and we can see there is, like they depend especially on the US economy and the US trends. And hopefully in the next year, we can see more SPACs in Asian region, and they will not be so dependent on the US economy. Currently in November 2021, there were 18 companies that just finished their IPO via SPACs. We can see 16 companies that are headquartered in the United States, mostly in Massachusetts and California states. But at the same time, there were 2 companies that headquartered outside the United States. The one is Moonlake Immunotherapeutics, headquartered in Switzerland, and Prenetics, headquartered in Hong Kong, which Gregory also mentioned in his presentation. And both these companies listed in the United States. So why do SPACs appeal into the healthcare sector? For the health tech companies, it's very important right now to raise capital very fast due to the challenging times of COVID-19 when they offer bright solutions. So for them, it's very important to choose such a fast way to go public. At the same time, there are many investors, so they can also find investors via SPACs merge. So we can see that there are 72 healthcare and biotech focused SPACs looking for targets. At the same time, the 51 healthcare and biotech focused startups with more than 180 million in total private funding. So we can see there is a lack of good healthcare and biotech focused startups. So it's still just a challenge even for the health tech and biotech focused SPACs right now. So hopefully they will solve it in the future. Here is a map of top 50 US-based SPACs searching for the investment targets in healthcare and biotech industry. Also, I just want to highlight that you can find our open access reports about the SPACs and healthcare on the Investec Solutions website, and you can find this map for you as well. And I suppose that this could be very useful for the companies. Also, I would like to tell about deep knowledge services for SPACs. We provide a great variety of the scopes. Of course, we help with technical due diligence and acquisition and target identification. We also provide next generation market analytics, the market due diligence, investor relations for SPACs, PR and marketing services, and also company multi-factor SWOT analysis that is provided by our team. We have many analytical subsidiaries, like dozens of them, and among them that could be useful for the healthcare industry, of course, is Deep Pharma Intelligence that is represented at this conference. It's a strategic partner for the leading life science organizations, investment institutions, and governments across the globe. They work and provide with investment analytics, strategic positioning, and policy development in the areas of pharmaceutical and biotech research and healthcare tech. Also, they provide in-depth proprietary research, which is available to our client strategic partners. One more darling analytical subsidiary is Investec Advanced Solutions that always provide this sophisticated open access investment digest. Also, they provide identification of the most promising investment targets. They automate data-driven due diligence, matching with prospective investors for your companies, product market fit assessment, deep comparative and competitive analysis, R&D optimization, and potential partners matching. Also, please do not forget about agent analytics agencies that is just providing constantly dozens of open access reports for the longevity industry, open access investment digest, and we expect the great boom in the next decade for the longevity industry due to the silver economy that is growing right now. Also, please take a look at our big data analytical dashboards that also provide different services, not only for the SPACs, but also if you are choosing the IPO or if you are looking for the company to invest or investors. So here you can find benchmarking services, portfolio analysis, dynamics tracking, and some other services. We have great database for the longevity industry. Also, like you can find the Pharma Intelligence dashboard, age analytics dashboards, and many others. So here you can see our Deep Knowledge Group media presence. We have more than 1,000 articles already published. Among these media companies are Forbes, Financial Times, and some even others, as well as we have great video media coverage. So thank you for your attention, and I would be also glad to answer all your questions. I'm always available on LinkedIn as Anastasia Lit, so feel free to contact me, and I would be great to talk to you in Zoom or answer all your emails. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anastasia. I couldn't have said it myself better. Thank you so much for this great introduction into the company and our activities. We hope to receive a lot of great feedback, and all our attendees, please feel free to reach out to Anastasia for any following questions. Thank you so much again.